الحمد لله وكفى وسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ولو أن قرآنا سيرت به الجبال أو قطعت به الأرض أو كلم به الموتى بل لله الأمر جميعا أفلم ييأس الذين آمنوا أن لو يشاء الله لهدى الناس جميعا ولا يزال الذين كفروا تصيبهم بما صنعوا قارعة أو تحل قريبا من دارهم حتى يأتي وعد الله إن الله لا يخلف الميعاد ولقد استهزئ برسل من قبلك فأمليت للذين كفروا ثم أخذتهم فكيف كان عقاب أفمن هو قائم على كل نفس بما كسبت وجعلوا لله شركاء قل سموهم أم تنبئونه بما لا يعلم في الأرض أم بظاهر من القول بل زين للذين كفروا مكرهم وصدوا عن السبيل ومن يضلل الله فما له من هاد لهم عذاب في الحياة الدنيا ولعذاب الآخرة أشق وما لهم من الله من واق صدق الله العظيم وبلغنا رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Surah Ra'd, we had done part of this surah's 31st ayah, where Abu Jahl and Abdullah ibn Umayyah had asked the Prophet ﷺ for weird demands that he present some miracles that they wished, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had answered that the Quran is not for moving the mountains or traversing the earth or carrying people through wind and these sorts of miracles of an inferior nature which are of immaterial kind, but the Quran's real miracle is that you think about it, you ponder in it, over it, and it connects your spirit with the Creator who has the control of everything. And for the believers, this should suffice, that these people, their demands are not being fulfilled by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in His perfect wisdom, whatever miracles He had to show, He has given to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which are enough and bigger and more concrete than what these people are asking for. Now, if it was the wish of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could have forced every heart to believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but Allah has created this test. Then Allah presents, the Nabi of Allah presents the arguments of the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then a person's choice is that if they bring faith or not, and the correct and the only choice to salvation is that they bring faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, otherwise they have punishment. وَلَا يَزَالُ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا. So Hazrat has written that one question might arise, that when Allah has decided and said that these people, they are not going to believe, then why is the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not coming? So, and the kuffar might also think that we are not going to be punished. Allah is, na'uzu billah, ignorant of what we are doing or does not care. So, وَلَا يَزَالُ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا تُصِيبُهُم بِمَا صَنَعُوا قَارِعَةٌ أَوْ تَحُلُّ قَرِيبًا مِّن دَارِهِمْ. The disbelievers, they are continually receiving affliction because of what they did. So it's not like the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not coming at them, but the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala punishing different people is different. Some, for example, the nation of some Anbiya, they were the nation of Aad, Samud, the people of Had Musa, Bani Israel, Fir'aun, the Fir'auni people. Some of them, they were destroyed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala kept on giving them warnings, the Nabi of Allah kept on giving them warnings, and then when punishment came, azab came and wiped them off the face of this earth. For some, the signs of punishment, they served as a warning. For example, Hazrat Yunus ala nabina alayhi salatu wasalam, their people, his people, when they saw the signs of punishment coming, they did repent to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and brought faith, and they were saved from the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Similarly, the principle of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with this ummah is that in their individual lives, people receive punishment, and all encompassing punishment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by virtue of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not give such a punishment to this ummah or the people of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that they are totally all of them wiped away in one go from the face of this earth. But certain groups, certain localities, certain communities or towns, Allah can punish. Allah does punish. That is the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with this ummah. So these people, they are continually receiving affliction from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with what they are doing. Sometimes it is upon them that these people will be traveling in the desert and lightning will strike them, or there will be a dry spell where their animals and their food stuff will start to run away, run low. So all of these things are punishment and signs from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Similarly, أَوْ تَحُلُّ قَرِيبًا مِنْ دَارِهِمْ, close to these people, to their houses, there is punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala constantly. And these are all the signs of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. حَتَّى يَأْتِيَ وَعْدُ اللَّهِ, until Allah's promise will come to pass, which is in their individual self. They were humiliated. Most of them, they were humiliated at the time in the battle of Badr. Abu Jahl was killed. Several other leaders of the kuffar, they were killed and they were humiliated. And then at the time of the conquest of Makkah, all of them, they had to seek refuge with the Prophet ﷺ and to beg for their lives. And the Prophet ﷺ showed mercy to them, but they were humiliated. The promise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was fulfilled. Inna Allah la yukhliful mi'ad. Surely Allah does not go back on His promise. One thing to note for us is that Hazrat Fasini have written that when we are living in a town or a locality and there is a calamity near us, then that should serve as a warning for us that Allah is sending a sign and a reminder for us that some certain people nearby, they have been afflicted with this punishment, so this punishment can come to us. So this should always be a reminder. We should not be happy that we are saved from it and it was na'uzu billah someone else's wrongdoing that they got the punishment, but we should be worried and we should also do istighfar. وَلَقَدْ اسْتُهْزِئَ بِرُسُلٍ مِّن قَبْلِكَ, and before you, the Prophet ﷺ, our rusul, our messengers have been mocked at. فَأَمْلَيْتُ لِلَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا ثُمَّ أَخَذْتُهُمْ فَكَيْفَ كَانَ عِقَابِ. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, أَمْلَيْتُ لِلَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let the disbelievers go on for a while. ثُمَّ أَخَذْتُهُمْ, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala seized them. Then I seized them. فَكَيْفَ كَانَ عِقَابِ. So think about it, what was my punishment like? How severe and how encompassing my punishment was. Nobody was saved, none of the disbelievers. أَفَمَنْ هُوَ قَائِمٌ عَلَى كُلِّ نَفْسٍ بِمَا كَسَبَتْ. Is then He, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is watchful over everyone and over whatever he does. Is He equal to these idols, these false gods that they are creating? Is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala equal to them? Well, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows everything about every single one, and these don't know anything. وَجَعَلُوا لِلَّهِ شُرَكَاءَ, and they are making partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Still they have made partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. قُلْ سَمُّوهُمْ, say to them, tell me their names. Tell me the names of those who you are associating as partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Who among them has that kind of knowledge that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has? أَمْ تُنَبِّئُونَهُ بِمَا لَا يَعْلَمْ فِي الْأَرْضِ. Are you telling Allah something that Allah does not know? So, na'uzu billah, these mushrikeen, they also believed that Allah is the real Allah, Allah is the real Ilah, Allah is the real one to be worshipped, but they also associated these idols as partners. So, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is presenting a question before them that are you adding these partners to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala while Allah is saying that these are not partners? So, are you telling something to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that you believe is all knowing and you are adding to the knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, na'uzu billah? أَمْ بِظَاهِرٍ مِّنَ الْقَوْلِ, or it is just basically your empty words. So either on one hand accept that you are saying that Allah does not know and we are telling Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, na'uzu billah. Or on the other hand, if that is wrong, then accept that you are doing shirk, which is wrong. Either stop adding partners or accept that you are, na'uzu billah, trying to tell Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala something. So this is something that logically cannot hold. بَلْ زُيِّنَ لِلَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا مَكْرُهُمْ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying the reality is that their makr, their ill designs, they have made their kufr beautiful for them. Their ill designs, their makr has been made beautiful for these disbelievers, for the people who do kufr. وَصُدُّوا عَنِ السَّبِيلِ, and they have been barred, they have been blocked from the path. They have been, the access has been denied because of their wrongdoings, because of their wrong thinking, their wrong approach, their wrong, their inad, their jealousy, their arrogance. They have been barred from the right path. وَمَن يُضْلِلِ اللَّهُ فَمَا لَهُ مِنْ هَادٍ, and for the one whom Allah deprives of guidance, there is guidance, there is no one to guide. لَهُمْ عَذَابٌ فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا وَلَعَذَابُ الْآخِرَةِ أَشَقُّ, for them there is punishment in this worldly life. In this worldly life they will also be humiliated, they will constantly keep on facing the punishment and displeasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَلَعَذَابُ الْآخِرَةِ أَشَقُّ, and the punishment of the hereafter is even harder. وَمَا لَهُم مِّنَ اللَّهِ مِن وَاقٍ, there is no one for them that can save them from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from all punishment and all displeasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. رَبَّنَا ظَلَمْنَا أَنفُسَنَا وَإِن لَّمْ تَغْفِرْ لَنَا وَتَرْحَمْنَا لَنَكُونَنَّ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. اللهم اجعلنا من أهل القرآن الذي أهلك وخاصته. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. آمين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.